Welcome, YouTubers around the world. It's Greg from Upward Spiral Yoga. I just flipped the switch. We're live streaming across all four corners of the globe. I know a lot of you have liked and subscribed for Looney Cat. He should be in a moment. Anyway, it's Wednesday. It's Yin's Day. It's generally more mellow, more restorative, more regenerative. We all need that at least once or twice a week. So please relax on your back. We'll do maybe 4 or 5 more minutes of Shavasana corpse pose. If the algorithm has dropped you off here for the first time, welcome. There are no accidents. The universe knows that you need to do some yoga and some movement. Most importantly, this is yoga for everybody. You don't have to be a circus performer. You can be. You don't have to be a contortionist. You can be. But just be yourself. Everyone else is taken. And relax on your back for 3 more minutes. Feel your body weight on the floor sink in. On Wednesdays, we release tension, residual holding, stress, anxiety, all the tensions of being a human. We let them dissipate to some degree. And a beautiful way to do that is simply to watch your breath and release into the floor for a couple more minutes. We are calm and peaceful souls. Yes, we are. Good. Now let's do a Wednesday ritual. Spend 1 minute just feeling whatever you're feeling. As silly as that sounds, I think it's quite possible to go long stretches of time without acknowledging feeling. So breathe what you feel and feel what you breathe. Catch up with yourself. This is Wednesday healing night. Good job, you guys. Biggest inhale of your whole life so far. Whopping big inhale. Exhale, release it out. Drain your brain, empty your vessel. We are calm, empty, available souls. Good. Now, Dr. Greg says wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate super feel good around your body. Good. Take your arms up to the ceiling, stretch your arms back up over your head. Point your toes forward, writhe around on the floor, make snow angels. Make a happy, moaning, grunting, first thing in the morning sound. Something like, the sounds we make when we're happy. Good. Draw your knees in, roll around a little bit on your back. Just a little opening salvo of movement. Good. Roll around the other way. Good. We'll roll up together. Let's issue Wednesday salutations. Welcome. We're simulcasting. I started on Zoom a few years ago, and now a year ago I started to put my little classes online, and I called it Yoga for Everybody. And it's the kind of yoga that most people need who aren't circus performers. I have some very talented friends, incredibly flexible. They can do things I cannot dream of doing. But in a general sense, I'd like to appeal to our similarities and not our differences. Most of us are a little stressed, to say the least. We're tight, to say the least. We could use some movement, to say the least. We could use the camaraderie of like-minded souls. We could pray, we could meditate. That's what this is. Simple. Anyway, if you're brand new, thanks. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It makes a huge difference. I'd like to bring yoga around the world. It's a dream. Crazy dream, but they all are, and they all come true if you follow them. Anyway, if you're here for Looney the cat, he said he'd be in a minute. He just texted me. And we're going to chant Om, and then I'll explain our movement. So close your eyes, just breathe a couple of regular breaths. Just a willingness to let go of cares, worries, dilemmas. It's not easy being human. If you're not concerned for yourself, you're concerned for somebody else, of course. And just become a pebble in a pond thrown and radiating circles of peace and love and well-being and tolerance. Yoga means connection. Connection means healing. Okay, now if you haven't chanted for a while, remember, wherever you are, let it rip. Inhale. Oh, pipes are rusty. Oh. Good. So it's either called Anjali Mudra or prayer hands. And I invite you to bless your practice. What are you most needing in your life right now? What are you most wanting? What's your deepest desire, need? If it's a car, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's love, if it's intimacy, if it's healing, if it's inspiration, if it's guidance, you know what you need. I believe group prayer is the most powerful activity in the universe. I've experienced it. Good job. Now, let's talk about tonight's class. I can't even remember Monday. I think I was here. Been back from a very important family trip, one of those needful trips. And I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad I went. Very heartfelt. And since then, I installed a new light in the room. Yay. Now another one's going to go over there and it's going to all be balanced. And this mattress behind me, I finally figured it out. So next time it'll be someplace else. I got it figured out. There'll be some nice paintings. This room is going to be spectacular. Thanks for bearing with me through the dark cave years. Let's start standing for 10 minutes of standing joint juice, okay? I can use it, so can you. Not the full thing, just joint juice. Please start with zombie stepping, left and right, eyes closed, soft feet. Now there's a great turnout of YouTube people, hundreds, thousands of people tune in at various times, live or recorded, but a great turnout of some of my very best longtime Zoom friends. More the merrier. By the way, we're simulcasting from the Bay Area of California. 3, 2, if you're brand new, just get in the movement. Good. Arms out, legs wide. Right leg. I'll tell you, if I can do yoga, play drums, play the piano, play the guitar, do music production, be a worldwide life coach, and live a very happy life in this room, anybody can do anything. Tiny room yoga. Swinging our arms, slapping. Never let volume of space determine your expression. And more. Good job. Okay. All right. Kind of wide with my feet, slacky arms, close my arm. I swing my arms. This is a sequence of movement that I've developed since the turn of the century. And in 10 minutes, you can go through every joint of your body. It builds strength, fun, resilience. It's not terribly repetitive at all. You get everything, most bang for your buck. 2, 1. Good job. Okay, feet hip distance apart. And these are called noodles. Oodles and oodles of poodle noodles. I sink in and I squish up. I have no idea how else to explain it, but it feels wonderful, glorious, splendiferous. My arms are soft. My mind is losing. My feet are squishy. 3. These are the movements that you need. Joint juice. Good. Inhale up, my friends. Feet together. You know what I love about my new room? High ceiling, because 6'2", and I can stretch to the full in my room, way up on my tippy toes. And 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, why do we go up and down on our tippy toes? Springiness, buoyancy, the things you love most. If you have young kids, or when you did have young kids, they're springy, they're resilient, they're bouncy. Good. Drop your heels, knuckles on your head, side bend left. Every movement is kind of a prayer, I guess you might say. Inhale up. Yoga is moving meditation to the right. All these movements in sequence release endogenous morphines. The bodies feel good. Inhale up. Step out wide. And we're going to do 4 poofs. If you're brand new, the algorithm dropped you off after watching God only knows what. You're in the right place. Up your back, behind your neck, and then say poof. This new light's pretty good. I just need to balance it with the one back over there, and then the lighting will be, it'll be religious. Poof. One more. Lighting means a lot, doesn't it? Poof. Okay, lace your hands behind your back. Now I'm kind of wide stance, heels in, toes out, and I just try to get my head and my butt down on the floor. I can't. Now I like to look left and right at my roommates in class and see if I'm lower than them. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, down, wow. Come on up. Release your arm, toes in, heels out. That moves your thigh bones deep into your hip sockets. Lace your paws up high. Push your hands up and lean left. Last week I got to meet my grandnephew, Mason. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. He's 14. And he said, how come you always say paws instead of hands? And I was going, that's very observant of you. Inhale up. Because I'm a yoga teacher and a cat lover. Release. Good. Now this is weird if you haven't done it. Left foot forward. Nice YouTube turnout. So a lot of people probably haven't done this. I've turned over onto my right toenails. It'll be a while maybe before you can spin your heel around, because you have to be able to get the weight over on your left side to spin your right heel around. Other way. But you'll get it and you'll be the better for it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now I'm going to sink into my feet. Now, back in the day, I'd bring my right knee down and touch the floor. And at this phase of my development, I just get to about here. And I like to close my eyes and balance my weight over my feet. Open your eyes, come up and out. Right foot forward. The first milestone, being able to turn over onto your toenails. That plantar flex your left ankle. Then when you can do that and spin, you're ahead of the game, kid. 5, 6, 7. Other one. What this does, it stirs the pot. It gets the stiffness, the congestion. Our bodies petrify over time. Other way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd like to say joint juice is the fountain of youth. Sink in. It's a little awkward if you're new. Very nice. Come up and out. Don't your feet, I'm looking at my feet, they're smiling, happy feet. Drop your chin. Take your head around. 1, 2. I've had some people say to me, boy, these seem like very simple movements. And I like to say back, they're not simple if you're not doing them. 6, 7, 8. Other way. And actually, if you put them together in the right sequence, with me and us stands for upward spiral, you get way more benefit. 6, 7. Now, believe it or not, you get to hang your head down for 20 seconds. Drop your chin, close your eyes. Aim your attention into your marvelous physical frame. Stop. I like to say, stop thinking. Start feeling. Good. Now, here's a personal favorite. I think you'll like it. Shoulders. 1, 2. One of the best ways you can exhibit youth to the world, people will mistake you for being 20, 30, 40 years younger than you are, which is really cool, is that you have good posture. Your body is, you have a nice erect stance. Things are in the right place. You're not slumping and sloping, and posture is a beautiful thing. Other way, there's internal posture too. Confident, enthusiastic. How about cheerful? Don't you like cheerful people? It just, life is a challenge, isn't it? But when you meet somebody who's cheerful, it just makes getting through the day a little easier, just like you do when you're out there. 6. These are not small things, you guys. 8. Okay, brand new friends, you're going to lose your marbles on this one. Lace your hands, swing them around. This is good for carpal tunnel syndrome. Roll it around. Other way, I'm going a little slower. I mashed my finger in the swimming pool. I did see the doctor though. He said nothing. He said, go away, you'll be fine. Just very short, very curt. Nice guy, but I got at least 45 seconds with him. 7, 8. Shake it out. Could I have an MRI? No. Do I need an operation? No. Can I have some painkillers? No. I didn't ask any of those questions. I knew that would be the answer. Hello, bright new future. Are you brand new to yoga? Yoga has promises, a new freedom and a new happiness. So in this pose, we wave at that. Now cup your hands at your heart and receive. Receive great blessings. Now, if you need yachts and cars and money and clothes and prestige, by all means, but sometimes the deeper things, the love, the compassion, the connection, the enthusiasm, the meaning, the purpose, the friendliness. Good job. Up we go. just the abbreviated joint juice. Did you see the full moon last night? It's virtually full tonight, 99%. So we're going to do full moons. Hands on my hips. And time to spin the moons, circumnavigate your globes, undulate your undercarriage, wiggle your bottom, grind your gears, circle your rears. My head's not moving. My hips are like going crazy. Other way. Elvis your pelvis. 4, 5. I don't know how people don't do this. I really don't. It's like some people haven't done this like 30 years. They haven't moved their hips. It's like, I would be crabby too. 7, 8. Good job. Okay. Feet together. If you're brand new and you got crabby knees, I've got the fountain of youth for your knees. Hands above your knees. Little circles. I have some of my bendiest, strongest friends in my Zoom class tonight. They can come all the way down and scrape their butt on the floor. They're just amazing. 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2. If you're brand new and it's like, man, I don't know if I can move anymore. Just a little bit. Use what you got. You'll get more. 6, 7, 8. Come on up. Lace your hands. Now push the earth down, sky up like this. And one more side bend. Now I'm not turning my chest down. That's cheating. I'm arcing my right shoulder blade over my left. Maybe even I turn my chest up, squeeze my legs, root my feet. You guys look fabulous in this pose. Inhale up. Side bend, right? Side bending is the new back bending. It's better for you with more benefit, less complications. You get all the spinal decompression. Inhale up. Good. Now we're going to go up our back for a concluding joint juice Om, and then we'll be down on the floor. Big, huge inhale. Oh. 30 seconds standing meditation. Meditation is the best thing in the world. Tied for first. Meditation, just eyes closed, feeling your innermost self. Yoga gives us access to that inner sanctuary. Good, my friends. Okay. Well, as promised, back to the Yin's Day feel. So this is where the elite meet to have a seat. I've lost so much weight in the last 120 days that I got a bony butt. And I need a little more cushion under my cushion. Anyway, do you like sitting cross legs? I do. Now, do you have yoga blocks? You could go on Amazon right now and get a set to get the foam ones. And the reason I like them for Wednesday is that I can lean forward and I can put my head on block. Now, some of my friends are so flexible and I can easily bring my head all the way down, but I'm done impressing people because I never could anyway. And so I just want to be myself and run my own race. I just want to relax forward, kind of in a halfway position. I like to roll my forehead out at the start. It gets the wrinkles out from worrying all the time. I used to worry all the time. Now I just worry part of the time. I practice impending good now instead of impending doom. Because I do yoga and I cool my jets every now and then. 1 minute of a seated forward fold. No bouncing, no pinching, no jerking. Find your breath. If you get bored, good. Boredom is a very high state. It's the neutral state so that new ideas can come in. Don't ever be afraid of being bored. Just be interested in what might come in. On your next inhale, come on up. If you're new, can you see how this is a different mood of yoga? We take time, it's slow, it's patient. We give time. Stretch your beautiful legs out in front of you, those beautiful locomotive devices. I'm kind of pulling my toes in a little bit and I'm rooting my legs down. And this is a yoga pose. It's called Dandasana. Some people can straighten their legs so hard their heels lift. That's almost overdoing it tonight. Tonight we want to be firm, not hypertonic. Now I'm slouching. See how my cat t-shirt is collapsing? Okay, now hands on the floor, feet in. The most important movement for most Westerners who sit in chairs all day long. Just stretching the front of your body. Some people never do it. Good, come on down. Good, now that involved a lot of dorsiflexion of our wrists. So I made up the next pose, arms out. Actually, I didn't make this up, but I'm employing it, just a little side. Occasionally we just take a little commercial break and have some fun. Good, now internal. You know who does these kind of movements? Animals. They're always moving and stretching and grooming, and humans should groom other humans like primates do. Good, now all the internal rotation, arms behind your back for handcuffs. This might be a challenge for my newbies. Hands up your back. You may not be able to get your back of your wrists in your armpits. So try to come closer to that. And then maybe you can get your elbows inside your knees. Drop your chin, relax the back of your neck. And believe it or not, I have friends who can squeeze their elbows together. They're like angels from other universes. I, on the other hand, am doing this. Now this is a get small movement. In yoga, there's big yoga, Brahmana Kriya, God movements. And then there's Longana Kriya, getting small like an atom. Good. Now come out of that. Now occasionally, this is the only time we're doing a reprise tonight. Just roll out your wrists a little. See how my elbows are kind of close together? It's working all the leverage into my Apple Watch. Other way. Good. Now, remember this one? Ancient yoga technique, rub your hands together. When do you rub your hands together? When something really good, you're going to get something really good. Yum, yum. Faster. Now cup your palms over your eyes. Keep them there. It's okay to very, very gently press into your eye sockets. Look into the deep, velvety, purple, variegated optics of your own mind. Don't push too hard. Push just right. Excellent. Don't you love that one? This is called Yin's Day. I am going to grab my right ankle. I'm going to swoosh it around behind me. Again, if you're new and it's like, man, I could never do yoga, but I found this class This might be one of the poses that makes a lot of people want to quit. Folding the right shin under, left knee out to the side. If you can't do this anymore, just lean way over here on your side and grimace for a few moments. After a while, you'll just be able to sit without screaming. Now, bendies can lean back on their hands, their elbows, and those young ones can lay all the way on their back with their arms up over their head, and they actually like it. But most of us, the front of the body, the top of the right leg, the front of the right hip, knee, ankle tight as heck. So I'm like an elbow guy. And I want you to find the middle ground of sensation. You bendy bears, don't overdo it. Relax into it. Enjoy it tonight. You stiffies, just surrender to a little bit of movement. Take your time. There's no rush tonight. If something feels tight, stiff, weird, breathe into it. Send breath ambassadors to the war zones of your body. After a while, you'll grow to like these movements. I have friends that find this really, really enjoyable. Good. On your next inhale, please come up. Good job. If you're brand new, you need some encouragement. If you've been around for a few years, like me and my yoga teacher, I got yelled at a lot, but at the start, encouragement is good. Can you make yoga fists? Careful on this one if you have weak hands. Fists behind you. And now the counter pose, bottoms up. Now those Romanian gymnasts, they can lift all the way up and tickle the back of their head with their right toes. We're just humans. Isn't that a smart movement? Yeah, you can do yoga. Don't let nobody talk you out of it ever again. Good. Now be a cactus in this school play. Now just use big muscles. Turn to the right as far as you can using big muscles. Inhale. Now exhale, maybe your left hand grabs your right hip. If you're very bendy and long of arm, your left hand will reach all the way and grab your right foot. If you feel balanced, snake your right arm behind your back. It's a very beautiful movement. Look behind you to the right. Close your eyes. Level your shoulders. Be soft and firm at the same time. You know who likes these poses? Little kids. They will show you any of these poses free of charge, maybe an ice cream. Inhale. Exhale, come out of that lovely twist. Okay, no tight acetabulums in my class. Grab your right foot. Other way. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it, to do this? Now, maybe your foot's really far away. Just grab on and hang on for dear life. Maybe it comes in a little further. Ah, foot in your mouth. Does your right elbow go under? This is called French service. Just swing this. Now this left arm, what should we do with this? How about take it under as well? If you can't do this, don't worry about it. Now I'm going to scratch up my head. I got a haircut today, and I'm going to open up my clown chakra. If you can do it, enjoy it. If you can't, then be wildly jealous for a few moments. Sometimes that's a good motivator in life. Good. Now from here, take this foot and set it there. Set it on top of your left knee. If you can't sit like this, God and the angels love you very much. Just set it there instead. In 2 weeks, it'll go there. After a while, you can't believe where it goes, but I don't want to weird anybody out more than I already do. Arms out. What's your widest wingspan? Gently pull back, careful though. Now bring your right arm under. For new friends, this is good. Just holding, hugging, rubbing, scrubbing. If your elbows line up, your palms can roll in together. And then the best move ever invented is ups and downs. If you're brand new watching, I don't know, from Cleveland, Ohio, Pretoria, South Africa, Seoul, Korea, you're tight up here. Make circles. Other way. Good. Now just turn every part of your body to the right as far as you can. My bad. I've only been doing this for 1,000 years. Turn to the right. Close your eyes. If you're wildly flexible, start to straighten your arms with your elbows and your wrists cross. I have friends who can straighten their arms in this pose. I have way bendier than average friends. I used to date a circus performer. I wouldn't recommend it. Good, now bring it back. Slide your hands to your elbows. How can this not feel good? When I'm doing this, I'm saying, mmm, mmm, mmm. Good. Now I'm going to bring these down. Now, here's what I'm sitting the same way. I'm leaning back and you're brand new and you're going, oh my God, I'm going to die. And yet this pose seems to suit my body, elbows and splat. This fits my non-childbearing hips. If you can't get all the way on your back, just be on your hands and practice some patience. If you don't like a pose, it means it's probably good for you and you're going to have to make friends with it over time. Okay, biggest inhale you got. Exhale, let it go. Okay, and then the kids came back together. Sometimes the hardest part of a pose is coming back. Inhale for an Om. Om. 15 seconds, silent, prayerful meditation. How about gratitude? Thank you for all the things I take for granted. Good job, beautiful friends. Let's untie this knot. Stretch your pins out, just jiggle them a couple of times, get the dents out. Counter pose. Cheers for rears, champagne bottoms, caviar rears, lift way up. Okie doke. Okay, world famous Wednesday yin sequence, other side. Right knee out to the side. This one folds under. You're brand new, you're kind of resentful at me. Leave over on your right hands, lean over. If you can get hands on both sides, start leaning back and your body will say, whoa, 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 whoa. Unless you're a yoga model, leaning all the way on your back, arms up over your head, right leg straightens out in front. You can't believe where this goes. This is good for 99% of us. Just lean back, breathe into the ecstasy, agony of it all. Agony and ecstasy are closely positioned in the brain. It hurts so good. Little of this goes a long way. This front of our body, quadricep, hip, flexor, tight ankles, tight left butt cheek. It all begins to settle out. Breathe from lower into your belly button. Okay, exhale all the air out. On your next inhale, come back up. Okay, now what's the genius counter stretch? I know that you know. From your hands or your fists, crunch thy buns up. Lift up. You have a porcupine underneath your hiney, and he's in a bad mood. Lift up. Good. Now he left, so it's safe to come down now. You don't want to time that improperly. Drag your left leg out. Now I know I've got brand new friends around the world. They're joining because they need help. Their left foot is inaccessible. Just grab the closest thing and move it around. When you can grab your foot, just be like Gene Autry and lasso your horse. Take it around. Who's Gene Autry? Other way. Take it around. Every little bit helps. Use what you got. Otherwise, you're not going to have it no more. Good. Now from here, it's like, I can't get my left elbow under. Okay, just pull it in. Don't strain. No struggle. Maybe you can barely grab your left foot with, maybe this starts to slide under. And I'm doing this just because I got a haircut today. Scrape, scratch, exfoliate while it illuminates. Pull, tear, rend. Good. Now, here's the hard part. This pointy thing, it goes there. And then that comes out. If this doesn't go here, if there's a bone sticking out, compound fracture, foam coming out of your nose, just set it there. We're going to be friends. Stick with me for a couple of years and I'll yell at you, but not until then. This goes over. Come to my yoga retreat. It's next month. upwardspiralyoga.com. You'll have so much fun. Great peeps. Arms out. Left arm under. Gentle hug. You're so tight, your arms barely move. Elbows line up after a while. Then this weird thing. And then up and down. If you're brand new, your elbows will barely go up and down. It all got crunchy and miserable and unhappy and petrified. Good. And then, whether you're in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, big old circles. This gets out the trauma, the PTSD, other way. We all have some of that. Take it around. Good. Now, I'm sitting reasonably tall and I'm turning everything from the waistband up to the left, left, left. And then I'm turning my nose. I'm going to look so far left, I come all the way back around. Close your eyes. Stop thinking. When thinking stops, bliss, love, joy, peace begins to bubble up in our nervous system. If you don't believe that, I don't care. I just want you to experience it. Good. Now bring it back to the center. Slide hands to the elbows. There's one thing we don't do in my class. We don't avoid the shoulder girdle, side to side. Oh boy, that is just crunchy. Oof. I like to get the elbow into behind my head and lean into my bra strap. Good, now brings them down. Inhale for our one more deep, beautiful, resonant, loving Om. Om. Please drop your chin, close your eyes. Now you might say, I don't meditate, Greg. And I would say, you are now. You've done yoga movements. Your eyes are closed. Your hands are at your heart. You're thinking less. You're feeling more. And you're being present in this moment. This is the great blessing of meditation. We're connecting our individual mind with universal mind. The benefits are infinite. Okay, my friends. So we started with joint juice. We did some yin movement and the natural flow of events on Wednesdays. We finish in a restorative pose. What's restorative yoga? It's the best thing you've ever felt in your whole life. And you might be thinking, watch yourself, but I'm willing to challenge you with that. So I'm going to grab a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, a bunch of blankets, a pillow will work. All I'm doing is I'm building an incline. I'm inclined to build an incline. This could be a pillow and another pillow. Of course, it could be a bolster and a blanket. So get some yoga props. I should sell them online. That's for my head. Keep watching. Don't go nowhere. Now, my feet go together. I'm pretty open in the groins. This way, my knees would easily fall all the way down. But I know my new friends from all around the world, some of you have got tight. You got tight booties. No tight booties. So you put something underneath this and this. And this is called restorative yoga. This is Supta Baddha Konasana. It's Sanskrit for little slice of heaven. It's like cosmic lemon cheesecake of the soul just floating downstream. And believe it or not, we do this for like 3-5 minutes. It should feel good. Nothing should be poking you. You should feel supported. If your knees or if your groins are groaning, put more stuff underneath your knees. Make sure your back is supported, something underneath your neck, because if you're going to take this much time in a pose, and we are, make sure that you're in a good place, okay? Relax, release, restore, renew, all the rewords. Now, I'm kind of smoked too. I'm going to do it with you, okay? Here we go. If you want to say something like, oh, thank God, feel free. I love thanking God all day long. Good. The pose starts now. Restorative poses, if you're new, they're designed to bring about the deepest possible physical, mental, emotional release. It takes time. After 1 minute, you release more into a new place. 2 minutes, something else opens up. 3 minutes, a whole new vista of happiness. 4 minutes, a new freedom and a new happiness. 5 minutes, your butt lets go. It just gets better and better. Relax your mouth, let your jaw go, relax your teeth, relax your nose. Good, the pose starts now. Isn't that cool? It doesn't stop, it starts. Breathe more down from your belly button. Slow the breathing down of its own accord. Good, 2 more bonus minutes tonight. Okay, so stay in the pose. Just extend your legs out, pool, lounge chair pose, floating on my infinity pool. Got my virgin drink with my little umbrella in it. Good. Now wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate super organic, delicious feel good through your body. I swear it really works. This is the best thing that I've ever thought of, or somebody else did. I can't remember. Just circulate, feel good around your body. Nice deep breath back in your skin suit. Ah, and from this pose, we just sit up very slowly for conclusion. I feel like $1 million. We're going to bring our hands into our beautiful heart. We'll bow our humble heads and we'll connect our heart, mind, soul, and spirit to the infinite heart, mind, soul, and spirit. Thanks to the infinite glorious one who brings us all together. All together we say, Namaste. Namaste means we're all one. As different as we seem, we're really one. That's amazing, isn't it? Anyway, as always, I bid adieu, arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen to my YouTubers all the way around the world. Thank you for liking and subscribing. 1,000 subscribers in the next couple of days, then 1 million, then 1 billion. And we're spreading yoga love around the planet, the kind that everybody can do. So thank you for doing that. Leave me a comment. I'll have Looney return it. Bye, YouTubers. All right. Oops.